16, in accordance with Section 200.065 and Chapters 1010 and 1011 Florida statutes, I submitted the tentative balanced budget for 2016-2017 and recommended the millage to be levied on. On July 21st, 2016, you approved the tentative budget and millage for advertising. On August 2nd, 2016, you approved the tentative millage and budgets. The purpose of today's public hearing is to adopt a resolution or ordinance stating the millage rate to be levied and amend the proposed final budget as you see fit. That budget will become the official District School Board of Putnam County budget for fiscal year 2016-2017.
Thank you, Phyllis. I apologize for
That's okay.
jumping ahead of you, but I'm a little bit nervous about this whole situation here. It's been a long time since we've had this occur, but I'm so glad Terry was able to call in.
Thank you, Terry. Stay with us.
Yes, please. In order to be in compliance with trim guidelines, I have to first discuss the rollback rate. You have this handout again. Nothing has changed about it since the first two times, but I would like to say that the rollback rate is the millage rate that it would take to bring into the district the same amount of tax revenue as we received last year. It's applied to that rollback rate is applied to the current year tax base, and it does not include the effects of any new construction, so it could clearly be averaged out. The rollback rate for us is 6.9475 mils. Our proposed millage of 6.80 mils will bring in only 97.88% of the tax revenues that we received last year, and our proposed millage rate is 2.12% less than the rollback rate. On page 2 of the millage handout, you'll note that our millage rate is decreasing by 0.124 mils from 6.924 mils last year to 6.8 mils this year. That decrease is solely attributable to the decrease in our required local effort. And each school board that participates in the state allocation of funds through the Florida Education Finance Program for the current operations of schools must levy this required local effort in order to get the FEFP funds. And the legislature sets that based on a statutory formula after they receive certification of the property tax values from the Department of Revenue. Also, if you'll look at page 3 of the handout, take for example a person who has an appraised property value of $100,000 and they receive the homestead exemption of $25,000, they will actually see a decrease in taxes from last year of $9.30. Your next handout is the budget summary that I've condensed down to the one page that went into the newspaper for advertising. This budget changed slightly from our tentative budget as we've had time to post things like depreciation, compensated absences, and the OPEB liability. That's the other post-employment benefits to our NEFEC funds. They are required to be treated as a business entity, so we actually have to accrue those liabilities by governmental accounting standards. We also had small changes in other funds as additional accounts receivables were made known or corrections were made. The detailed budget is put together in that little notebook over there on the end. I can certainly provide everybody with a copy via email or ever how you want it. Or you can ask any questions that you would like at any time of my office, and we'll see if we can answer them. Now, a couple of things I want to call attention to, as always, is our beginning fund balance, and you'll see it about a quarter of the way down. The July 1st, 2016 fund balance was $5,049,885.90. And then way down at the bottom, you'll see that our estimated June 30th, 2017 fund balance is $3,346,573.98. I'll just take a minute here and say that this is actually very close to what it was last year also. And if we had received in the property taxes that we always have in the past and were due, we would have been less than $180,000 difference that we actually went down over last year. The next page, I wanted to explain briefly those two fund balance figures. That $5,049,885.90 that's the June 30th balance that becomes our starting process in putting together the budget, and it's comprised of several items. Of course, there's always reserve for project balances within Fund 100, and these are both state and local projects that have strings attached and the ways that they can be spent, and that was $1.1 million. We have several purchase orders that have not been completed, so that's the reserve for encumbrances in the general fund of $229,000. The reserve for inventory, that was a value of inventory on hand, it's not a cash item, $466,000. We've got the carryover 3% mandated unreserved fund balance, that's $2.3 million, and the unreserved cash fund balance that rolled back to the pot after we received all revenues and the budget's closed out, that was $784,000. And you'll see that the proposed ending fund balance is a lot less than that, as it is every year, because we do not put an expected reserve for project balances and encumbrances on the estimated June 30th, because we've put those projects and the encumbrance directly into account strips to be spent this year instead of into proposed reserves. Also, as I've mentioned before, we do spend more than our recurring revenue, so it takes some of our carryover fund balance to help balance the budget. So that's how, the way that the $3.3 million is comprised is the reserve for inventory, same amount. I put aside a reserve for McKay scholarships, and in the last FEF calculation of the year, that will be reduced. That's $250,000. I did a reserve for the FTE audit adjustment. That's $25,000. I set aside $100,000 in case the students do not come. I set aside $100,000 for a possible proration to funds available in the state FEFP, and we've been seeing that every year as when they set up their budgets for the entire state. If more students come in than they had bargained on, they have to start reducing what every school gets, every district gets. So set aside $100,000 there. I have our current 3% unreserved fund balance, and that changes every year because it's 3% of recurring revenue, so you have to refigure that 3% every year. And then we have the unreserved fund balance of $6,492.72. Your next handout is a document entitled "How Much is Our Budget?" It's given to you basically for informational purposes only. When we put all the different funds in, we're showing a budget of $171 million. But I always like to take that and subtract out items that I consider double counting. That would be items that are in more than one fund, like the maintenance transfer. It's accounted for in capital as a transfer out to fund the maintenance department, which is allowed by statute, and it's counted in general as a transfer in. And our health insurance shows up in all the funds that pay people, but it all is also embedded in the group insurance fund, because as we pay people, we then move the money over to group insurance to pay the insurance bills. And that, once you take out the double counting, that leaves us $134 million. Then I also like to look at pulling out beginning fund balances, because I want to get down to the true budget for recurring revenues, and once I subtract out all the beginning fund balances, you'll see that overall, district-wide, our true budget for recurring revenues is $98 million in all funds combined. The next handout is also just for informational purposes. It's a breakdown of our budget into percentages of the whole. For example, the general fund makes up 52% of our overall budget. And you'll see down overall budgets, you'll see it broken down into federal, state revenue, local revenue. For example, state revenue is 43%. We won't go through the whole handout. If you look at page 3, looking at the general fund, we break it down further. Of the general fund, state revenue, FEFP, is 66.78%. Local is 22%, and the biggest majority of that is property taxes. So again, this is not required. It's just informational purposes, some things that I've been asked for from prior board members that they'd like to see. And as I mentioned earlier, the budget did change some from the tentative budget for the reasons I mentioned, but also because personnel were finalized with actual salaries replacing average salaries where we had a vacant position. We received some new grant award notifications in time to get it into the original budget. The ones that we don't have yet, we will have to bring them in as budget amendments that I will bring to you as we receive the award letters. We'll be revising the budget and increasing it for all of those awards. And the depreciation, compensated absences, and OPEB that I mentioned earlier. So all of those changes have been incorporated into this final budget before you. And before we go to the roll call vote, are there any questions for me or any of the information I provided you today?
Rhonda, this does not reflect, or does reflect, the legislative appropriations that we picked up.
They're in there.
Okay,
They would be in, I'm sorry, they would be in the capital funds.
I got you. All right.
Okay.
I'm good.
If no
Mary?
other questions, we need to, I
Nope,
guess,
I'm good. Yep, heard everything. I'm good.
I forgot
Thank
he
you.
was here.
I'm sure you're there. Hang on.
I'm here.
Okay, now I think we would turn it over. I'm not sure if Charlie will do it or if you will do it. We'll need to look at the adoption sheet and call for a
Prefer the
roll call
superintendent read it.
vote on each fund's millage rate and final budgets and the
She's
resolutions.
so articulate.
Okay.
And we'll let Charlie do
Don't
the
we
roll
make a
call.
motion? Do I say I make a motion to approve?
Yes, it'd be, we need a
Each.
motion, and then we would vote it off, yes.
I make a motion to approve tentative required local effort millage rate of 4.552 mils.
I second.
Wait, we have a motion, a second. All in favor?
District
Aye.
1?
Oh,
Roll call vote?
District, yeah, I was gonna get you to do it. District 1,
Yes.
District 2, yay. District 3,
yes.
District 4, District 5. All right.
Number 2, approve tentative discretionary millage rate of .748 mils.
Roll
Just-
call.
just-
Charlie, will you do it?
Second.
All right, do it. Do the roll call vote.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5.
Number 3, approve tentative capital outlay millage rate of 1.5 mils.
I make a motion that we approve.
Second.
Okay. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5.
I make a motion to approve the tentative total millage rate of 6.800 mils, which is 2.12% below the rolled back rate.
I make a motion we approve.
Second.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5.
I make a motion to approve the tentative general fund budget of $89,680,984.87.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5.
I make a motion to approve the tentative debt service fund budget of $222,667.93.
Did you say you make a motion?
Yeah,
All right, I second the motion.
yeah.
All right.
All right. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5.
I make a motion to approve the tentative capital outlay funds budget of $9,028,979.08.
Not that this matters, but I think you said capital outlay funds instead of capital project
Oh.
funds.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just make the motion again?
I make a motion to approve the tentative capital projects funds budget of $9,028,979.08.
I second the motion.
Okay. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5.
I make a motion to approve the tentative special revenue funds budget of $15,429,529.81.
Second.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5.
I make a motion to approve the tentative internal service funds budget of $25,552,795.20.
Second.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5.
Before we go on, Rhonda, she keeps saying tentative and it's final. I don't, will that be a problem?
No.
It's not?
We will-
Okay.
Yeah, we will make it final.
Okay, continue.
I would like to make a motion to approve the tentative trust and agency funds budget of $130,014.33.
Second?
District 1,
Yes.
District 2.
Yes.
District 3,
yes,
District 4, District 5.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the tentative enterprise fund budget of $31,076,460.86.
Second?
District 1,
Yes.
District 2.
Yes.
District 3,
yes,
District 4, District 5.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the total district tentative budget in its entirety of $171,121,432.08.
Second?
District 1,
Yes.
District 2.
Yes.
District 3,
yes,
District 4, District 5.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the resolution determining revenues and millages levied for 2016-2017.
I second it.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2.
Yes.
District 3,
yes,
District 4, District 5.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the resolution adopting the district summary budget for 2016-2017.
Second?
District 1,
Yes.
District 2.
Yes.
District 3,
yes,
District 4, District 5.
That it? Rhonda, Ms. Superintendent, Madam Superintendent, do you have anything you want to add?
No, sir. I
All
think
right,
did a great job.
I hereby close the meeting. Adjourn the meeting. Thank you, Brother Wright.